Now I've been in New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, AATLMIADMV, all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California,
New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California,
I got some out in Dallas, now I'm smelling like LA. Met it from Miami to the Machiavelli. Left the kids on the belly, left the vid on my celly. She ate like spaghetti, I'm hitting gas and Dreddy. Met some killers in Memphis, like they from Oakland. Give me my flowers while I can smell them. Ain't talking about roses, literally I'm lean. Mix it like a bought it in Nashville. Then I woke up in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's sun, California, but nothing like Compton. It's more like Calistoga.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. One key thing to watch today will be the battle in the trenches. The Lions have the best rush defense in the league, and they're going up against the Vikings, who will try to avoid becoming one-dimensional. With that, let's hand things over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 14 matchup.
All right, Larry, first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They've been in a great group. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading them out, their veteran quarterback. Now Heineke. And his first look is incomplete. Time to feature the offensive starters and to give some love to the tight end, Kyle Rudolph.
He's been to the Pro Bowl already, battled a few injuries, but he's back and better than ever. Has added a little yoga to his regimen in order to make him more nimble. That makes it that much harder for the defenders to catch him.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage. When you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a fourth down. The Vikings send out their punter. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas.
Now, that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run, they made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability. I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning. That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Anthony Barr in on the tackle. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the ball is knocked out. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this is one of those bang-bang plays. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's caught. Jones. Marvin Jones. Touchdown, Vikings. Marvin Jones, 84 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
10 yards still left on second down. And they'll go on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Martin to punt it away for Detroit. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And now out comes Minnesota. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw. He's got time. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. The Vikings send out their punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Thomas. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Anderson Dejo. And the return stops just a little bit shy of mid. 6-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there. Yeah,
he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10. I think it is. At the 6-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down.
Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. Anunua's got it, complete. A gain of 6 there on first. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give them 11 on the gain there, and it'll be a Minnesota first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now Heineke. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They come up in an offset eye. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Still in search of the first down after that last completion.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The left side completion to Jones. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Back to throw here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well, and most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it. I don't know if there's any other way to put it, but that play was blown up right from the snap. How about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? It's almost like they were in the offensive huddle.
It's one thing to stand him up from that 1-yard line. Pushing him back to the 5, though. Wow.
Yeah, I like what you just said.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Our eyes shift now to the Vikings defense. And a tight ball game here, and in these close ones, every drive becomes magnified.
And we don't want to overuse the word critical, but it feels that way as they head out there for this possession. They need to get the ball back and give their offense a chance to get them totally back into this game.
We'll see if the defense can do just that here. 13 yards there on the pickup, and the Lions are going to have a first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Now a play fake here on first down, eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Let's go. 1, 9, 1.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Their big tight end, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Marching back out there, ready for the next possession. Here comes the Vikings defense. A great job last time. They got the 4th down stop. It led to points. See if they can make magic happen twice.
How about the defense, though? You're going to go for it against us on your own side of the field, rose up and stopped them, went off the field and said, offense, take over, put it in the end zone for us. And that's exactly what they did.
Puts a little chip on their shoulder when that happens, right?
Yeah, a lot of meanness involved in that.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. He'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? This is his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit. but not go down and fumble the ball.
And now out comes Minnesota. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now Heineke toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They'll look to throw again. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Marvin Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This is taken at the 3. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And Detroit getting set to go now. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Taylor Gabriel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like 2 boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So
now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 2nd down now after the pass completion.
Let's go! Green 39!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
a good call.
They're going to look to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Returnable for Thomas. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the tight end Ebron in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. One receiver left, 2 to the right. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Here's Sam Martin now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. So we have come to halftime. Well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this third quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Minnesota defense, we watch them get set to roll. This will be their first crack here of the second half. We'll see what, if any, adjustments they made in the locker room.
And the bulk of adjustments usually come down to, guys, we did pretty well in the first half. Play with that intensity, with that focus.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
They'll drop the throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Sharif Floyd in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
play fake. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. He won't go down. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Second down, they need less than a yard. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second and just 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
They come up in an offset eye. And they'll run it here. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now Heineke. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So similar to last week, same story here. The number's not good again. And, you know, occasionally I'm watching him on these routes. They've got 1, sometimes 2 guys just draped all over.
I think they've got to figure out a way to get him a little bit of distance. You know, get him some space. Because as a space player, he's as agile as your normal slot back or your running back. Just get him out there. Give him a chance to run some one-on-one routes. He's really just a wide receiver playing tight end. Give him that opportunity. He hasn't been able to get that done in the last 2 weeks, though.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Alone to the right is Jones.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Marvin Jones with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Let's go. What? 90. Ohio. Ohio. He's checking Craig.
In motion, Anunwa.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. 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 Tighten up. Here we go.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down.
Let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Call it a pickup of 7. And the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Ohio. Ohio. Let's go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Now this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And now out comes Minnesota. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get...
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
Brendan, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Flex round. Flex round. Let's go.
One receiver left, 2 to the right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got his man on the crossing route. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Orleans Darkwa, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Caught, right side, it's Lewis. Touchdown, Detroit. Roger Lewis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Rudolph has it left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Kyle Rudolph doing his job and making another nice catch. Come on, it's the month of December. You knew he was going to be there, right?
I knew you were going to go there.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Now Heineke. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Well, that shows an excellent understanding about down in distance. 3rd and 4. Just explodes off the line. Essentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. Catch the football, and he has more than enough for the 1st down. Well done.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And on the ground they go with the running back. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Green 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty. But there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Complete. This is Lewis. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Come on, let's go! White, 90! Check, watch. White, 90!
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 10 yards to go on third. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got an open man. It's a noon one. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. Jim Caldwell's guys cannot come through there on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's a surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down.
And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Here's the option going right. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. So a collective holding of breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And they'll hand things over to their backup quarterback and task him with preserving this lead. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Let's go!
Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10.
Come on, let's go! White, 90! White, 90!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand Ohio! Ohio! Check 50.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Oh, the spin. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they cover things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there, and a really nice play resulted for them.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And the Vikings defense ready to head back out there now. And the interception the last time, their 3rd takeaway of the game, Charles.
They're just flocking to the football so well. And not only are they doing that, they're making big-time plays and taking it away from them. Big hits, big plays. They're looking very good in this ball game.
You said flocking, flying to the football. Coaches always use that, don't they?
They really do. It's almost as it goes back to the old, when they click off the frame at the end of a play, they want to see all 11 defensive guys in that picture.
To throw now on 2nd and 10. Anunwa's got it complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out. And
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys were picking it off. They're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Back to throw again. Time for a break. And it is incomplete. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they got it here. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that leads to a Minnesota 1st down.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field. Yeah. Another good run there. He's been such a big